Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw, or Moonday Night Raw. I'm Michael Cole with Pat McAfee and the Jackal here, and today on Monday Night Raw, or Moonday Night Raw, we're going to see, a good match here today on we're going to see a good match here today on Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw, Michael Cole says. And we want to welcome Pat McAfee to the TWF now. So, yeah, well, Michael, it's good to be here in the TWF. It's good to be working with you like I do in WWE. When I went from NXT to SmackDown to Raw. And Jackal, we're working together again. Yeah, this is going to be wonderful, the Jackal says, that I get to work with you, Michael Cole, again. And I get to work with Pat McAfee, who tends to only work in WWE half time, So no one really truly knows why that is. Well, alright, you want to start something with me, don't you? You want to start something with me, don't you, Jackal? Or Osiris, or whatever you want to call yourself. At the end of the day, you're just going to get beat. So, so don't start something with me you can't end, Jackal. I don't want to start nothing with you, Pat McAfee, because you only going to be here for about a year, and then you'll be gone for the other half of the year. So why should I start anything with you? Hey, Michael Cole says, we didn't come here. Michael Cole said, we didn't come here to start any fights with anyone. So, alright, let's go to the ring now, Michael Cole says. Because now we got Grayson Waller in the ring now. And he's still on his I need to beat Sonic. Shit. Because I still need to beat, Sonic, thing. I don't know, going this way in here. Alright, Grayson Waller says, somehow you folks seem to think that I should yield, when it comes to losing to Sonic the Hedgehog. But let me tell you something. I'm not yielding. I'm not yielding for that. I want you to come out here now, Sonic, because I know that I can beat you. I know, at the end of the day, the only grounds to why you're winning all the time, Sonic, is because of those shoes. Shit. I know all the time is that you're winning since of those shoes. And that's the only way that you ever beat me. Well, here comes Sonic to the ring now. Grayson, we've been fighting. This war between us started last week around this time, didn't it? Oh yeah, last week around this time, Sonic, the lights were still out. Alright. And we didn't go to Walmart until later that day. And we didn't get to fight till about 3 in the afterday. But who really cares? Because this time, Sonic, I'm gonna beat you. This time, I'll be the one who wins. Well, Michael Cole says, Grayson Waller isn't the wisest man in the world. He's already lost to Sonic 3 times in a week. Does he truly want to start this week off by losing to him too? Well, Pat McAfee says Grayson Waller hangs out with folks who make him look wiser. But since he's been hanging out with Austin Aries and Austin Theory, and those aren't really known to be wise men themselves either, Pat McAfee says. You know what, the Jackal says? Grayson Waller, he's done a lot of things. You know, he went through a lot of bullshit, you know. He's a former WWE Tag Team Fighter. What is Sonic? Sonic didn't win nothing in the toy wrestling gathering, and I know that Grayson Waller's going to go on, and he's a former TWF, TWF light heavyweight fighter. Something that Sonic never did, the Jackal says. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. What the? Oh, here we go. Something that you never did, Pat McAfee. It's true. I didn't win nothing in my time in WWE. But Jackal, you didn't win no straps when you were in WWF from between '97 YL to between '98 YL. You ran your mouth off. You didn't win nothing. So here's the way I think of it. I know it's those shoes. And don't lie to me and say it's not those shoes. Because I know it is, Sonic. It's those shoes that you've been wearing. That you've been wearing for years. And that's the only grounds to why you ever beat me. You know? So at the end of the day, I know I can beat you. Shit, all you need to do, is just take the shoes off of you, and then that will be it. So, what do you think we should do? You think we should have the winner take the loser shoes? Is that what you're going for, Grayson Waller? Sonic says, because I can tell you that I run so fast it would be hard for you to even get your shoes on. Alright, Grayson Waller, that's quite enough out of you. I don't really know how we can even do that kind of a match given the grounds that Sonic's shoes are a slight of himself and they don't come off. Alright? And neither do your shoes come off. But if you want to fight Sonic here today on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw, then by all means let's do so. But sadly, you're just going to lose like you did all last week anyway. So, get me the fight lord in the ring, get me the fight lady in the ring now. Or the fight keeper in the ring now, and we can do this match. Well, we just heard from Daniel Bryan, the new main overseer of the TWF. Michael Cole says, and we're going to see if Grayson Waller can beat Sonic this time. Grayson Waller thinks he's got Sonic beat. Oh! Grayson Waller already picking up Sonic with a body slam, Michael Cole says. Pat McAfee says, Grayson Waller might think he's one of the greatest wrestlers to ever come from the folk wealth of the southern land, but he doesn't make him the wisest. Oh, well, if Grayson Waller beats Sonic here today, are you going to give him on look, the Jackal says? Pat, you give him on look? What about you, Michael? You going to give him on look? 1, 2, and only a kick out. And so far, Grayson Waller can't understand why he didn't beat Sonic, the Jackal says. He gave him the stunner. All he needs to do is go out and do it again. And that'll work, the Jackal says. Well, Sonic just rolled up in a ball and just knocked down Grayson Waller. And now Sonic down on Grayson Waller, Michael Cole said, from the top steeple. This is going to be done, Pat McAfee says. Sonic the Hedgehog's going to beat Grayson Waller again. Oh, I hope not, the Jackal says. If he does, that's going to be really shameful. It's nothing on look here, folks. All this is something shameful as Sonic beats Grayson Waller. Well, Pat McAfee says, if Sonic beats Grayson Waller, need be Grayson Waller will give up the ghost. Need be he'll give up this war that he has with Sonic, knowing he can't beat him. But then again, Avro Eggman's been fighting Sonic for years, and he is highly wise, and you think he would have given in, Pat McAfee says. Well, I guess so. We got 1, 2, 3. Here is your winner. Here is your winner, Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, it looks like that Grayson Waller once again has lost to Sonic the Hedgehog here today on Monday Night Raw. And they say, Michael Cole said, and one of the meanings of madness is doing something the same way over and over again, and then thinking that it's going to end on light. Michael Cole says, but then again, Grayson Waller isn't that all bright in the head. You know, if he was, then he wouldn't be, and if he was, he wouldn't be having another match with him, Michael Cole says. Well, you got that right, Pat McAfee says. Like I said earlier, Michael, Grayson Waller is not that known for being that wise, you know. He's need be a good wrestler. Yeah, need be he's done some good things, did some good things in NXT and SmackDown, whatever. I fought Austin Theory once at Wrestle Madness and beat him, and then then Vince McMahon had his last wrestling match ever. So yeah, we don't talk about that though. Pat McAfee goes. But Grayson Waller isn't that wise. I'll tell you one thing right now, the Jackal says. Grayson Waller is a former WWE Tag Team fighter. He's a former TWF Light Heavyweight fighter. And sooner or later he will get the answer to the asking thing. How does one beat Sonic the Hedgehog? The Jackal says. Well, Michael Cole said that's something that Avro Eggman has been asking himself since between 92 YL, and he still hasn't got the answer. So if he doesn't got the answer, if Avro Eggman don't got the answer, then neither is Grayson Waller. Alright, take it away, Mike Lane. Thank you, Michael Cole. I'm going to be talking with Sonic the Hedgehog here today on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw. Alright, Sonic, we just saw you have a match out there with Grayson Waller, and you beat him again like you did last week. Yeah, well, Mike Lane, it is really cool to be talking with a well-known, former NHL play-by-play caller. Anyway, yeah, Grayson Waller isn't all that bright in the head. I beat him already 3 times this week, and he wants to start this week off with me beating him. Well, that's good, because I don't mind. He's just going to keep on losing to me every single time we fight. So every time you fight, you're saying Grayson Waller's going to lose to you. Every time you wrestle, every time we fight, he's going to lose to me, like he's been doing. And you still have your war with Avro Eggman, do you not? Yeah, me and Avro Eggman have still been warring ever since between 92 YL or whatever. Or is it between 91 YL, whatever. The grounds is that war isn't coming to an anytime soon. So, hopefully at least I can beat Grayson Waller and put one war behind me. Well, good luck to you, Sonic, and hopefully you can put this war between you and Grayson Waller behind you. Well, hopefully I can. Well, that's my talk with Sonic the Hedgehog. Back to you, Michael Cole. Well, thank you, Mike Lane, for talking with Sonic here today on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw. And it's all the time we got here. for Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw. I, Michael Cole, with Pat McAfee and the Jackal. We hope you like Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT.